So glad you could join us again for this final episode of my Tale of the High Seas. Please excuse the glasses, but my eyes are red from crying all night over that last scene. When I left the ship, in that rather unpleasant manner, I could not know whether I would live or die. Would I ever see my native land of England again, and would I ever stand once more in my beloved Black Dog Tavern?
The usual recap of past events will be omitted this time, due to budget constraints. If you can't remember what happened, just replay the video. It is not rocket science.
All right, little Miss Invisible Narrator. You don't have to be rude.
I'm not invisible. I just stand behind the curtain. And just see if I bring you your coffee during the next break. You're an ornery old pirate. You have fleas in your beard, and you need to use some deodorant. And now, Mr. Star of the show, you are going to have to pay me extra as on-screen talent, because everyone has seen me.
Okay, Miss Know Everything. You're as bad as that talking seagull. We should have hired him instead of you. I'm sorry I stink up the place. I have been marooned on a deserted island for years. I am supposed to smell bad. You think you can do better? Go ahead. I quit.
Well, first of all, I am not standing behind this stupid scenery flat for the rest of the show. I think he left his fleas in here. I'll see you downstairs. Hi there. As you can see, I work behind the scenes. But I know every bit of this production, probably better than they do. Okay, so the captain's wife ran off to Paris with one of the crew, and the first mate, who loved her, in his own way, was heartbroken. For about an hour. Then he noticed Miranda looked bored, and so, well, we don't have to spell it out for you, do we? And Miranda was trolling to the pirate Norman, from the Black Dog Tavern. Very funny, guys. That running gag of the dog barking every time they said Black Dog Tavern was my idea, but the sound guys in the studio are beating it to death. Now where was I? Oh yes, in a fit of jealousy, the captain has Norman walk the plank. Will he survive? Will the raft the first mate made for him hold together long enough to reach the island? And what is that action figure standing behind my computer? I didn't put it there. And now we pick up our story out in the vast oceans, where Norman is fighting for his life.
No, girl. That was yesterday. I stopped fighting for my life this morning when I washed up on this island. But I would say my chances of survival are very slim. Very slim indeed. There is one coconut, lots of fish, but no way to catch them, and a mean-looking shark is circling the island. Help. I don't want to die like a dog. That actually sounded delicious. I could go for a bit of dog right about now, especially that dog.
Time passed very slowly for Norman on his deserted island. Hours seemed like weeks, and weeks seemed like years. He began to hear strange noises.
No, it can't be. That dog. I hope those angels are coming for him.
And he began to imagine he saw things that could not possibly have been real.
Your Majesty, how did you get here?
I have my ways.
I can't believe it. I am saved. You have rescued me. But where is your ship? How are we returning to England?
Think carefully, my son. How can I really be here?
No, my queen. You must be real. You must.
And you must be in a case. There, Norman. You must be patient. You must survive for Queen and country. Ha, ha. I fooled you. Joke's on you. You just hugged a tree. Plus you have fleas in your beard and you smell like a shitload of dead fish that are way past their sell-by date. Get some deodorant, my boy, if you ever expect to get back into England while I'm queen.
It was then that Norman gave up. He would never see England, or the Black Dog Tavern again. Even the barking dog had given up, and refused to waste its last breath on Norman. After what seemed like an endless night, Norman awoke to see what he thought was just another illusion, conjured up by his weakened mind.
Thank God you are still alive. We have been searching for you for a very long time.
Yes, yes. Very funny. My hallucinations are getting more and more elaborate.
But sir, let me assure you, I am real and my ship is real. Just look behind you. Can you see the three-masted frigate of the Royal Navy?
Frigate? Did you say frigate? This is rich. Please, Mr. Non-Existent Sailor, say frigate again.
I am sorry, but we cannot stand here all day arguing about who is real. And here is some deodorant, because buddy, you really can use it.
Bless you. I never thought I would get off this stinking island.
Actually, sir, I think this island was very sweet smelling before you got there.
But how did you find me? I have been waiting ages for rescue.
We were just passing Captain Dick's ship, the Seagull, and...
No, his ship was called the Esmeralda.
well, the name did look freshly painted over. And the first mate told us of your attempt to come to this island and that you had gone overboard just the day before.
What great luck. I have been here for ages and was sure I would end up here.
Well, we passed that ship just 3 days ago. You have only been here a week.
Do not kidnap me. Please?
It is me, Parker. I came back in time to find you. So shut up about me kidnapping you. Okay.
And so, having been rescued after his horrible 7-day abandonment. Sorry, did that sound sarcastic to you? I didn't mean it to be. I am sure you would like to know what happens to these people after the story ended. Once the captain realized his wife had run off, he renamed his ship the Seagull and completed the voyage, bringing back many historical artifacts for the British Museum in London. He retired to London after many more successful voyages and spent his days with other old pirates, comparing tall tales of the high seas, some of which may have been a bit exaggerated.
And off the coast of Madagascar, a giant squid attacked us, wrapping itself around the rudder, so I couldn't steer the ship. We were heading for doom. That's nothing. The giant squid that attacked our ship off the coast of Japan tore off the roof of the cabin and ate all our provisions and 2 of our sailors. Death stared us in the face. I bet mine was bigger. No, mine was bigger.
When Esmeralda, the captain's wife, reached Paris, she took the gold she had stolen from her husband's ship and bought a small rooming house on the Rue de Femme Fatale, which means the Street of Dangerous Women. And her business was so successful and extremely popular with the sailors, she was able to hire a large staff to help her manage the establishment. At your service.
Now go take care of room 713.
Yes, madam. I am glad to. What had happened to Reggie, you may ask, Esmeralda's boyfriend, who ran off to France, Paris. The fact is that Reggie later disappeared with no words.
Put your hands up, missy. Give me half the gold if you want me to spare you.
If I do, will you marry me?
Yes, Esmeralda, yes. Only if I get half the gold. Deal?
Deal.
Later that night, Esmeralda meets up with a dangerous-looking character at the tavern.
Thank you for meeting me here. What shall I call you?
You can call me John, but I have many names. Did you bring the gold?
I have it here. Now go and do the deed, and do not contact me again. I never want to see or hear of that sailor Reggie again.
You have nothing to fear, my lady.
Miranda became attracted to the first mate, and they left the ship together in Italy, while the captain was busy loading the ship with Roman artifacts. They were married in Rome and took a ship back to England, where Miranda once again found herself in the Black Dog Tavern. But she was no longer the serving wench. With the gold the first mate had secretly removed from the ship before they left, they bought the tavern, and now own it, with Miranda being the manager. Barry, I was thinking we should change the name of this place. It would mean repainting the sign up there.
I think you are right. The name Black Dog Tavern. That is reason enough.
Yes, I would gladly squash that wretched dog.
Chicken?
The chicken coop. I love it. And Miranda's baked goods were so famous that one day even the Queen stooped in. Welcome, Your Majesty. What would you like?
I would like a dozen of your famous scones, and a grande chai tea latte, skim milk and extra hot.
We were running low on money before we started part 3, and now we can't pay our electric bill.
Merde!
Oh, excuse my French. As you can see, we have lost power. But please look for part 4 coming as soon as we get enough donations.